Oops. All right. Hold on, guys. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back in once again. And hold on just a second, I gotta get a few things set up. First off, I gotta freaking get some guests going. So hold on. I gotta freaking just gotta do some stuff here. So first, I gotta go to my Twitter account here. So hold on. I just got, like I said, I just got to get some links going here. Anyway, let me just jump over to my other location and let people know. All right. Oops. Hold on. There we are. All right. There we are. Hold on. I already sent the link in Discord there, Shadow. Oh, we got Matt. Hold on. Hey, dude.
Hello. So we dunking on leftists hating on Japan for argle fluggle bluggle reasons?
Yeah, because freaking. Hold on just a second. Let me change the audio here to speakers. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just freaking ridiculous.
Oh,
Hold on.
About it. Like, geez,
the shadow has arrived.
Like, how are you? Like,
damn, that's
I'm
cool.
still speechless as to how many idiots still hate on Japan for things that either happened a long time ago or never even fucking happened either way.
Okay, so we're talking about the whole mentally challenged people worrying about Japan once again, because I got something to say. So, what's hilarious is, first and foremost, these people don't give two shits about Japan. Let's put that out there right now. They don't care about Japan. They just want other people, to hate on Japan because Japan is at a place right now where they're not really causing any issues, but yet, the wokies, because of course it is, the wokies want there to be an issue. And so it's like, okay, we need people to hate on Japan so, they can stop liking manga and stuff and come back to watching our shitty ass SJW cartoons and comics.
Okay. Yeah, I totally get that there, Dio, but listen. Here's what the problem is. It turns out that the Ukrainian government actually said something nasty about the Emperor of Japan, and the Japanese people actually began asking Ukraine for an apology, and it turns out that they actually did issue an apology, and that's what's causing all the freaking backlash to actually happen against both Japan and Ukraine.
If you want my opinion, fuck both Ukraine and Russia. They can go fuck themselves. Not the people of. No.
Oh, no. Because
let's just say no. If we're gonna say it, fuck both governments. They're both corrupt as shit. And basically,
that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Basically, the citizens of both Russia and Ukraine are actually getting the short end of the stick, whereas the freaking shitty ass governments are actually freaking the ones trying to, create this whole freaking chicanery. Also, guys, I don't know if you might have noticed, but it turns out that Ken Akamatsu is actually creating a manga where he's actually portraying himself as the protagonist, and he's actually fighting off against the crazy Westerners. Dude, if that ever gets released here in the U.S., I'd actually be buying every single copy I could get.
Devil if it got hot, sexy babes with good honkers.
Also,
Oh,
apparently,
definitely.
Dee Dee would not be making it. She's watching the Johnny Depp trial.
Of course. Besides, that's another thing that really freaking aggravates me.
Oh, by the way, did you
Like-
see the whole the new Me Too hashtag thing? Instead of Me Too, it's Me Poo.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking Lord.
What?
That
oh, God.
is what it should always have been. Because the thing with SJWs
Wait,
is
what?
these
What's happening?
pathetic. The thing with these pathetic losers is they will believe all women, and so they're going to sit there and do the whole hashtag Me Too movement crap. Well, they changed it to Me Poo because Amber Heard took a shit on the damn bed like a filthy, disgusting cat. God, I hate cats.
You know?
Why? Like, do you actually hate cats?
Yes, I fucking hate cats. They're absolutely disgusting. They take a shit and a piss in your goddamn room every fucking day, and you're not allowed to say anything because they're just an animal. Ooh, man, fuck you. Dogs are better than cats.
Yeah, I don't really care about both, to be honest.
Well, good thing I was allergic to cats at one point.
Oh god, Geek Freak, yes. Ember is the scat queen. Haha.
Dude, I wonder if speaking of which, I wonder if she's making a German scat porn with Amy Schumer.
I don't
God
want
damn
to
it.
imagine that.
Okay, Matt, you make me break out the sign for this. Read it.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, sometimes fate has to be tempted. Sometimes. Okay, bring out the sign
It is the
again.
way. But yeah,
No, I
no,
didn't broke out the sign once. No.
but no, I just absolutely
okay,
detest cats though. They enjoy taking a damn piss to somehow mark their territory all over your damn house. Like, I'm sick and tired of stepping in fucking cat piss.
Ugh. But, in all seriousness, guys, but back to the point at hand, back to this whole freaking people actually going after Japan as per usual, and saying fuck Ukraine and fuck Japan. This just shows how freaking xenophobic these people are. And
Of
they
course
also
they're
actually.
xenophobic. They're xenophobic because these assholes, again, it's the wokies, because you just know it is. It's on Twitter, so 9 times out of 10, it is the wokies. The wokies are more than likely supporting what the jackass from Ukraine said, and they're like, yes, it's Slay King or whatever. And
Oh my
because
God.
Ukraine decided to be the bigger man and say, I'm sorry, which I guarantee you is a, blank apology, they are saying that, no, you're not supposed to say sorry. But what's absolutely hilarious is you're not supposed to say sorry to Japan, but if someone did something wrong to these little wokies fifis, it's, oh my god, you gotta apologize to me. You hurt my non-binary trans gay being fifis.
Okay, let me just put something like this. When it comes to the wokies, I only got 2 words to say to that, and that is never apologize.
No, you never apologize, because once you do, they will sink their fangs right into your damn ass and
Yeah,
not let go, because they own you now. They
Not-
own everything you say, and you're not allowed to say anything that they will disapprove of.
yeah, it's also kind of pointless to apologize if they're not going to forgive you anyways.
No, SJWs will never forgive, because, they're woke. They are woke-ass SJW trash.
This
But
is why I
yet,
really need. This is why I really want to take up martial arts.
Just
mind you, they can
actually decide to come up
they
and
just
pick a fight with me.
But mind
I can
you, they
just
can do whatever the
freaking
fuck they
protect
want
them.
to you, but as soon as you point at them and do something back, it's like, oh, You're offending me. You're harassing me. You're doing a thing, and you're hurting my non-binary fifis.
Okay, Zero Return says, but these woke morons don't even have a war reason to hate them.
No, they don't. They just want to hate because it's Japan. It's the in thing right now. It's the cool thing. It's just like, they hate America as well because, America's the land of the free, but they see our flag, the red, white, and blue, all 49 states. Yes, 49. I'll be damned if I consider California as a state. Hashtag me right there. But they will consider, the American flag to be a damn Nazi flag, and yet here they are wagging around the actual Nazi flag, aka the burn, loot, murder flag.
Oh,
Antifa flag, for that matter.
Actual Nazis.
It's basically, Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization.
By the way, speaking of actual Nazis, anyone ever noticed is that Ukraine also has actual Nazis in their military?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and also one other thing to note, by the way. One other thing to note is, I don't know where it's at. I want to say it is Ukraine, but this is a bishop woman who is supposed to be Catholic, but she's taking down the crosses to put up Muslim symbols. It's like, we gotta worship Muslims now. I mean, here's the thing. I'm an atheist, and even I would say that's disrespectful and distasteful. Like, you can have your Muslim churches, but you do not sit there and take away someone else's damn, church.
But this is just me, and I'm actually being agnostic here. Basically, I totally agree with Dio when he said that, but here's the
Hey,
thing.
Bubba.
Yo, Bubba, what's up?
Oh, nothing much.
Yeah, in fact, we were just actually freaking, harping on these wokies about, like, them freaking saying, how Ukraine actually said something against Japan. They apologized for it, and now people are actually saying, fuck Japan and fuck Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything in this world you can count on, it's that people are stupid.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. I mean, an individual smart,
Which is
people that
pretty
are dumb.
sad.
SJWs, again, they don't have any culture, they don't have any loyalty, respect, dignity, pride, or anything. They're just a cult who believe in this hive mind where you are to believe what they say, you are to think what they say, and you're not allowed to question it. You have to like what they like and nothing else.
And
Exactly.
that includes the ones on the right as well as the left.
Yeah.
Oh, man. BC, aka the New Dark Shadow, says, these untalented, unskilled, undisciplined, unsmart, unschooled, inexperienced, and uneducated freaks are jealous, pure and simple. In other words, they're cowards.
Yeah.
But see, that's the biggest problem, though. A lot of them are educated, but you can be an educated moron.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, I'll admit it. I'm actually, there's a lot of things that I'm ignorant to, but I can actually do stupid stuff if you're actually willing to actually give me a couple of Dr. Peppers for it, or Pepsi.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Dr. Pepper, let's change the subject real quick. So I was watching a couple of videos with food and stuff, and there's this one YouTuber who was making videos about these Reddit food stuff, and he was getting his brother to try them out. Well, one of them is hot Dr. Pepper. Now, what's funny about this is it was an actual promotion in 80 something, maybe 80, where
How old was the content of which he was drinking?
Oh, no. The Dr. Pepper itself was brand new. It was,
okay, thank
fresh. God. Yeah. But I mean, the idea of hot Dr. Pepper comes back or goes back to 1980, I believe he said it was, where the company decided to, it would be a great idea and it doesn't take any effort, make hot Dr. Pepper. Mind you, something that you can easily get if you leave a can of Dr. Pepper out in the sun on a hot summer day.
Oh, you mean warm temperature wise?
Yeah. It was like hot. What he did was he steamed the Dr Pepper, like he put it in the coffee brewer and made it
Oh,
that way.
yeah, that's gross.
Hey,
Actually,
But now,
according to him and his brother, the hot Dr Pepper was pretty good.
hey,
well, oh, go ahead.
So, hey, Mr. A, I'm just have to go here real soon because I have to do something. But before we go, two things. Can anyone show me a pair of anime tits before I go? And secondly, stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
Hang on, let me see if I can find you a pair of anime tits. Besides,
But you know the way the original formulas were set up, Coca-Cola, it tastes different.
Nice,
It
nice.
tastes different.
Thanks, Mr. A.
Cold.
See you guys.
Yep.
See you later, man. But Coca-Cola, for instance, tastes different cold. But when it was originally made, they didn't have refrigerators like they do now. And so Pepsi, when it came along, the reason why it tastes so different, apparently cold Pepsi and warm Coke taste the same.
Huh.
I've just never stopped paying enough attention.
Well, one thing I have noticed about when it comes to Coca-Cola is whenever you leave it out, like after you drink it and then kind of just leave it there to sit, it has a disgusting flavor. In a couple of like 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
Which is why root beer is the best soda ever.
Well,
yeah. And speaking of root beer, one of my favorite things to do is I actually like to take like half a cup of Dr Pepper and actually just add like a freaking fill the rest of it up with root beer and call it Dr PRB.
Nice.
That's interesting. But now, and I know this falls under the category of do not tempt fate, but before you get that sign out, it takes, I mean, you would have to be the worst soda maker on the planet to fuck up root beer. Root beer,
Yeah.
you can, that's a pretty safe bet no matter what.
Actually,
And if any company out there manages to fuck root beer, I will come after them.
listen, there is this one brand of root beer. I forget what it was, but it's absolutely disgusting. Like it's not, of course, it's not the mug or the R&W. Those are like top tier soda companies and shit. It's like this one root beer that I tried before, which is absolutely gross. I think it was probably something like it was supposed to be like diet root beer, kind of like diet not diet Coke, but like what was Coke Zero? That's it, Coke Zero.
I've had some pretty good diet root beer.
Root beer as the ingredients isn't grown here. Oh, that sucks. Besides, I definitely would love. I know that some countries might not actually like root beer because it's actually a bit of an acquired taste.
Oh, actually, fun fact for you: when I was in college, we were talking about soda in my German class, and I asked her about how do you say root beer, just for funsies, in German. Well, they don't have root beer in Germany. And like they do have this other kind of soda. I forgot what it was.
Birch beer.
Maybe. But I do know I felt sorry for her because she will never know the joy of root beer.
Yeah, in fact, I gotta say, I really like Mug. I really like AEW. I definitely do like Barks, though. Barks is pretty good.
I'm a Barks fan. But I also like caffeine.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Neptunia X Sinner and Kagura Ninja Wars doesn't come out on Steam until May 11th, which kind of sucks. It's been out since I think February, maybe March.
Yeah, and I've actually been playing freaking Postal Redux on the Switch, and I'm actually having freaking fun with that.
Nice.
And oh god, if the Wokies actually saw that game, they would probably freaking scream, "Ree! You're being a freaking mass murderer!"
Well, I mean, the thing with
Uh,
Wokies is they're all a bunch of cheese fingered crusted, morbidly obese, mom spaghetti caked on the man boobs, with one being smaller than the other, neck bearded, pink haired landwells who have nothing better to do than to cry on Twitter and act like the world revolves around them.
Ha!
Dio, I love you, man. But I'm sitting here eating.
No
dude.
homo.
I'm sitting here eating.
Ah.
oh god.
Gerald, glad you weren't here when I mentioned that one thing with Amber Heard and Amy Schumer.
Yeah. Let's not repeat that one because that was absolutely not okay.
Yeah, that's officially off limits. So
Yeah.
basically, we already talked about that once. Don't need to go back to that statement,
Hold
okay?
on, Geekyo, what the hell are you eating, anywho?
Chicken.
Oh,
Nice.
I could kill for one of those right. I could actually kill for some right now.
I prefer steak. A nice T-bone steak, rare.
Yeah, in fact, I prefer actually, having a hamburger or something.
Wait, hold on. What the? Okay. We know the point there are fake Neptunia fans around, since we know why we shouldn't let normies like Chris Chan get into the net. Yeah. That freak is not out anywhere near anything that is fun, because oh god, it's bad enough that he is a part of the MLP fandom. Mind you,
Chris
he gives
Chan
us a bad
gets
name.
anywhere near my Gundam, I'm gonna blow his fucking I'm gonna tear his fucking asshole up.
And also, Weepilda says the Wokies are the new KKK, but they're KKK in blackface. Yeah, there you go. There you go. These people make me. But
Oh,
anywho. But no, Oh, by the way, how was everyone's Easter anyway? Like, what did y'all do? I
I had
didn't
to
do
work.
nothing. Well, I mean, I didn't do nothing. I only, like, had some chocolate eggs and
I
stuff.
went over to my sister's house and ate dinner and ate a small basket of candy.
Nice. And hold on, what's everyone's favorite Easter candy? Mine is, of course, Cadbury eggs.
Jelly beans.
Alright.
Speaking of jelly beans, I got some right here, Bubba. Along with some
Nice.
orange and cream M&Ms.
Those are great, but no. When I say jelly beans, I am specifically talking about Starburst and Jolly Rancher jelly beans.
Oh, these are actually Jelly Bellies.
Yeah, those are good too. But I just every year I will and I don't get them. Like they started doing weird like Christmas jelly beans and stuff. It ain't right. It ain't the same. They are exactly the same, but it ain't right selling them on Christmas or on Halloween.
It's just like with
Jelly.
it's just like with candy corn. I believe candy corn is a strictly Halloween kind of candy.
Yeah.
Totally agreed.
But no, like it's also like with eggnog. I heard that you can actually go and buy some eggnog in some stores, but to me, eggnog is a Christmas time slash November kind of drink.
Also, guys, I'm thinking about actually maybe doing some like classical anime reviews as well.
Oh yeah, dude, you should.
Yeah,
especially of the mecha variety. Might I suggest starting with the original Gundam 0079 movie trilogy?
Oh wait, no, Mr. A, you probably should go with the first anime that ever appeared in the West. which has probably either Speed Racer or that one with the Power Rangers, but with the robot cats.
Oh,
The Samurai Pizza Cats.
No. The other one with the it's like Power Rangers, but they have like cat zoids.
Huh.
So
Yeah, like
Now you got me curious.
yeah, like they would always get their ass kicked by the bad guy for the first minute and a half, and it's like, okay, we gotta join forces, and then they kick the bad guy's ass. Then
Yeah, but right now I'm actually going to focus on this, and
oh wait, go on.
I'm just going to be focusing on these two.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Also, Nethenstein. What is eggnog? Okay, so eggnog is basically milk, egg, and a lot of other ingredients like egg, nutmeg and stuff. It's a Christmas time kind of drink, and the flavor, I will say, it depends on your taste. Some people like it, some people hate it. Others think it's too creamy.
Yeah, and also, ahoy, Anime AG Productions.
If your
Welcome,
stomach
our
does not
favorite
handle dairy and
Kaizoku
alcohol
to-
together. Sorry.
Welcome aboard our favorite Kaizoku of the anime industry. It is also known as Milk Punch in Europe. And also, yeah, I did actually have Outlaw Star there, Nathan Stein. I just actually got to freaking rewatch that again.
Milk. I don't know why, but that sounds like it will be an anime attack. Milk punch.
Well, anyway, yeah. Anyway, well,
Yeah,
it's kind of like
I'd also recommend Neon Genesis Evangelion to review.
Okay, I believe I've got that one. I just got to freaking. Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm also going to have to see if I can do a review for a Record of Lotus War as well.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nethenstein, I hear about eggnog. It sounds about as fun as cock flavored lollipop. Well, if it's a certain type of cock, it will be delicious.
Of course,
well,
you actually had to freaking.
jokes aside, if you don't like to mix dairy with alcohol, then you don't want to try eggnog.
You do know they don't always have to be alcoholic, right? Like there's some non-alcoholic eggnog.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
but
damn
what's the
it!
damn
I
point?
gotta say, yeah, if I do plan on actually doing it because I really want to actually stick it to Razor Fist, for reviewing Record of Lotus War.
He actually likes Record of Lotus War, believe it or not.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
but basically, I'm gonna test his knowledge and seeing if I'm willing to throw down the gauntlet here. I'll actually find like 20.
He's probably gonna
I'm gonna
block
play
you
a game of 20 questions
he's
with them.
probably gonna block you on Twitter like he always does because, good lord, dude can dish it out, but he can't take it. Really, he's a glass cannon.
Yeah, in fact, if he can't actually, like I said, you gotta prove to me that you're actually worthy of being an anime fan. Because basically, like I said, but also another reason why I got Record of the Lotus War is to actually help me with my Xeroxia Wars.
Oh, by the way,
Because,
one thing now,
since I'm going to be like,
now, Mr. A, I will say this though. Now, it would be wise to be careful with how you present yourself because you don't want to come off as an elitist, since not everyone has to know about every single thing about a certain anime. Just like, I brought up the whole Dragon Ball Z thing. While yes, you should know the basic characters and attacks, you don't need to know trivia things like, say, Dragon Ball was loosely based
Like
off
Bulma's
Journey.
mom's name is Bikini.
Yeah, or
Dude,
the Dragon Ball is loosely based on Journey to the West. You don't need to know that. Again, so long as you know Goku, Vegeta, Kamehameha, Galactic Gun, Senzu Beans, that kind of thing.
yeah, and
dude, Zio. I mean,
Are you? Oh,
I
go ahead.
I know I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Yeah, but Dio, so you're saying that I shouldn't tell him to name all of Garlic Jr. and Piccolo's minions?
Oh God. Okay, then you know what? Just for shits and giggles. Okay, so King Piccolo's minions. They're all named after fucking instruments. So it's piano. The fat ass was drum.
Hell yeah.
Go figure. Um, Piccolo, of course, and that's all I know. Like piano, I think was the pterodactyl.
Tambourine and cymbal. And I loved I loved Tambourine like that. He was a mean motherfucker. But cymbal, any motherfucker that gets eaten by Yajirobe, never mind. The point is that was great because like Yajirobe talked to that dude, killed him, and then ate him.
Whoa.
That's what you call
Yeah,
boss
exactly.
move.
You know, freaking. Okay, freaking Anime AJ Production says elitism equals gatekeeping.
No. See, it's like what I said before when it comes to elitism versus gatekeeping. Elitism is when I, the individual, think your opinion is inferior. Like, let's say you believe Gohan can beat Broly. It doesn't matter which version. The point here is I, as the elitist, would be like, no, screw you. I will ban you and kick you out of my server, fandom, etc. Gatekeeping, on the other hand, is making sure individuals like the wokies don't slither in and go say things like, I think Gohan should be a trans non-binary black gabian. And then they will bother Akira Toriyama and demand that they make it so. No. We need those people to be kept out.
Yeah, but like I said, I was actually getting Record of Lotus for it because basically I wanted to actually help with like some of the character designs for my Xeroxy awards.
Yeah,
Because
and
basically,
we're going.
I understand where you're coming from, Dio. I really do. But I'm not trying to be like an elitist because basically I don't want to be like the next anime man, freaking Mother's Basement, those types of people.
Yeah, because like I said,
Mother's failure.
Yeah, Mother's failure.
Yeah, because like I said though, as so long as you keep it professional and humble, and again, not everyone has to know every single itty bitty teensy wincy thing about a certain anime, regardless of how much of a fan they are. Just like going with Bleach for a moment. Did you know all of the Rancor except for Grimjow are based off of Mexican carpenters? I believe that's what it was. Like they were all
Oh,
based
that's
off
pretty
of
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of Mother's Basement, I cracked up. I was watching this video the other day, and this dude, like, they accused him of living in his mama's basement, and it was great. He handed him one of his business cards, and then at the end, he was like, "By the way, my mama lives in my basement."
That's kind of disturbing in a way too.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, she has a nice room. That's yeah.
I
The
know,
point is,
but still.
yeah, the point is that his mother moved in with him. He owns his own business, and they're accusing him of being being a failure to launch neckbeard. And the whole point of the video was that they came in there thinking he was an employee, and he was the guy they needed to be talking to.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
But
anyway, guys, like I said, I mean, basically, I'm actually going to see if this is what I actually really want, Explosion Comics to actually, be a real thing, so that way we can actually have our hat thrown in the ring for indie comics and stuff like that. Try to get back to our fans.
Well, I know that in the meantime, the number one thing. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no! Go on. Go on.
Go on. So the number one thing we can do for all the real fans out there like us is continue to call out the horse shit.
Damn right.
Exactly.
By the way, Mo, since you're done, I want to throw out something. It's absolute bullshit with what Netflix is doing, because apparently it was going to be a show called Something Bones, and it looked like it would be a pretty neat little cartoon show. It's now cancelled, but Filth Like Big Mouth is getting a 7th season.
Oh hell no!
What?
Mind
I
you,
thought that was
Okay,
over. I didn't know that was still going.
Okay,
no.
I gotta admit, I freaking lost my brain cells watching freaking Big Mouth, and I totally regret it.
I never watched Big Mouth,
it looks
and I'm
gross
thinking
to me.
myself
I can't.
for it because, good lord.
Like, I can't bring myself to watch it to begin with. It looks gross.
It is gross. It involves, children.
Oh.
But
Oh god, but yeah, Big Mouth is a-okay, whereas freaking anime is actually it permits child exploitation. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
You fucking
double
morons.
standards? What the fuck's that?
Well, you see, when a mommy leftist and a daddy leftist love each other very much, they pay a right wing stud to come in. Never mind, I'm done.
And
Never
Yeah,
mind, I'm
let's
done.
not go down that route, shall we? Because basically, we don't need to actually NTR the freaking hell out of these people's brains.
Anime AJ Productions has an excellent point. Leftist equals communism, because yes, it is just that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's
God.
funny, by the way, what's funny is that leftists will always sit there and say we right here or quote unquote privileged, massive air quotes there, and yet they're the ones who get to live in a nice house because of mommy and daddy, eat 3 meals a day, which they could lose to, stop eating a couple of meals. And I got a nice car and all this and that. But yet we have to struggle, but yet we are the ones who have privilege.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Castlevania got cancelled too.
Yeah, that. Oh
What?
man, that horse shit. That horse shit got on my last nerve because Warren Ellis. What's bad is just like Vic Mañana, they can't even. I mean, even if everything they said about Warren Ellis is true, he didn't do anything. Literally, like. So what? He was on Discord talking to girls, that were in their early 20s, and he's in his early 50s. So the fuck what? It doesn't matter.
They're 20 years old. They're still consensual adults. But these
Yes,
stupid
exactly.
idiots are going to act like if you're 20 years old, you're still the equivalent of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, unless you're a right wing 20-year-old, and then you're Hitler.
Yeah.
You're baby Hitler.
Oh, please don't remind me. I already miss freaking Coco. I mean, she was actually such an awesome freaking VTuber, but there is a consolation. There is a silver lining. We do have K-Son.
Not just that, but we got several other, wonderful VTubers and stuff. But it's just the fact that it pisses me out because she graduated because she was getting heat from China because she said Taiwan. Ooh.
Is that all she said? Fucking the word Taiwan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually got the freaking CCP's tannies in a twist. And God forbid. And now it turns out that all the Keanu Reeves movies are actually being freaking banned from China as well.
Hashtag don't trust China. China is asshole.
I just want to say, when I'm making my comic, and if it's banned, because I know it's going to be banned in China, I'm going to take that as the biggest compliment ever.
Hey, if all 3 of my comics actually don't actually freaking make it in, I know they're not going to get in China because I'm not really going to freaking pander to those freaking wokies. But if it does actually get successful and it actually goes to Japan, though, that would be the ultimate compliment.
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely hope to get to Japan. But other than that, though, my comic is gonna be awesome. There's gonna be diversity representation, but it's gonna be in that good kind of way, not in the woke kind of way. and those could be hot ass babes.
Exactly.
There's gonna be women who look like women. You know that scares the SJWs.
Oh, I really gotta agree with the
Wait, hold on.
freaking productions.
I
Anime will save the world.
Well, wait. This is
I can
hilarious.
get behind that movement.
Hold on. This is hilarious because Zoe turns. I hope I said that name right. China banned Bluey last month. How the hell do you ban Bluey, a kid preschool show? How do you have that mindset? How do you have the mindset to say, you know what, we need to ban the show that's for preschoolers because it offends my little vagina? I mean, my sensitivities.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're just so freaking strict with their rules and stuff that they'll actually even lower your credit score. Even if you actually freaking go and step on an eggshell, metaphorically, and watch, like, the freaking CCP actually have a freaking apoplectic seizure of some kind.
But again, it's just absolutely hilarious how they are so weak and pathetic that they ban little preschool cartoons that are meant for Widow Timmy and Widow Susie because they're scared or something.
Yeah, like they actually freaking ban stuff that actually makes it too violent. Like they've even
These
actually
are
went ahead
almost
and
as bad
actually.
as real peeps.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
No, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
Wait, what?
They're gummies. They're gummies that are peep flavored, and I tried
Wait.
it, and I am regretting.
Peeps are
Yeah.
disgusting anyway.
I hate peeps, and my
Peeps are
sister
actually,
was
I just prefer the marshmallow peeps. Okay,
Yeah.
marshmallow peeps
Well-
are the best. Change my mind.
Although I did see somebody making s'mores out of peeps one time, and the
Ew.
weird candy glitter got everywhere.
I hate peeps. Period.
I
They're
do too.
disgusting.
Yeah,
They're
well,
nasty.
I thought I'd try them because my sister got them for me, and she was like, you might actually eat these because she knows I hate peeps, and so I just tried them, and they taste like, that cheap cake icing that they put on, like when you go buy like one of those $5 cakes at the Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they taste like.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say they probably taste like ass.
absolutely hate
The
peeps,
bad kind of
man.
ass, mind you.
Yeah, I was going to say they taste like wokie ass.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ooh, nice.
Ow.
But these people, like the freaking wokies, along with the CCP, they really just need to actually freaking pull their heads out of their butts and actually just get a.
I was fixing to
taste
say,
of
touching
reality
grass
after
doesn't
that.
begin to cover it.
Man, how can they touch grass? Are so damn fat they won't be able to move. As soon as they stand up, like, the white privilege is making me tired. I need more buttered Twinkies.
Most you're gonna see them is on these scooter things, and even then, they're more than likely gonna break under the weight.
They're gonna go to fucking Walmart to get some butter for their damn fried Twinkies.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Okay, don't actually go on and insult Twinkies. Okay, I really like Twinkies.
Yeah.
But do you like Twinkies the way they used to be, or do you like them ever since Hostess went down and that one company took them over?
I just like Twinkies in general, but I prefer the original taste of the Twinkies. Like before they
See,
actually.
old Twinkies were good. I can't really say they're my favorite because I've never really been a big Twinkie fan, but I'll tell you, the original Hostess cupcake, the with the swirl on it, those things were great.
Yeah, in
But
fact,
I love zingers, the Dolly Madison zingers. Ever since Dolly Madison took them over, they're better than they were with Hostess. Like there is something magical about zingers.
Oh yeah, but I gotta say, this is actually just freaking getting ridiculous how people are these days. And I thought Ty was the one who liked Twinkie Sister anime. I mean, yeah, freaking, I like I like Twinkies because they just actually they've been a part of my childhood. I mean, I actually loved eating like Hostess stuff like snowballs, freaking Twinkies, and stuff like that. Oh god.
Listen, the reason why I don't eat Twinkies is because I'm, gotta watch my weight and stuff. Like, how else am I gonna keep this beautiful femboy figure?
Yeah, true. But like I said, I just prefer actually finding some good stuff to actually it does as long as it's
So what
not
you're
like
what you're saying, Dio, is you need a more organic cream filling.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, now you're gonna freaking rail up Dio's like sex addiction again.
Ha! I'm always horny, so.
I mean, both you and Kuragon are actually
That's his
par with each
secret.
other
That's
with
his
that one.
secret, Captain. Yeah, that's his secret, Captain. He's always horny.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said, basically, if anybody's ever planning on putting me better than me, they better freaking buy me dinner first.
Fair enough. So what you're saying is you have a price.
Yeah, let's just say that I do have limits. Oh god. Okay, so Shiny Evolution Cosplayers Game Corner says most people didn't expect that minors are the ones distributing CSEM themselves. Ugh. Oh god, no. This is why parents didn't keep an eye on them.
Okay, what the fuck is CSEM?
Child sexual exploitation material.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
One thing I want to throw out there real quick about the whole, these idiots who keep on talking about CP this, CP that, and if you, enjoy loadies, you are somehow, some way, a, CP lover and shit. First and foremost, I said it once and I'll say it again. A lodi or shoulder is fictional. It's not real, just like your third, fourth, fifth, 100th gender. It doesn't exist, just like their brains. You can literally make Rule 34 of the Rugrats, Caillou, Dora the Explorer, whatever, and it won't matter. Why? Because it's fiction. No, it's a cartoon. It didn't really happen. Let me tell you something. A couple of months ago, I was watching this one YouTube video. They do r/stories on Reddit. They read, certain types of Reddit stories. And I came across this one called r/CPS horror stories. Now, I'm not going to tell you one single story because it was way too disgusting and disturbing. I could only watch 2 videos before I had to give up and watch something wholesome right afterwards. But what I am going to say is this. Whatever you think can be a CPS horror story, yes, that happened. And it sickens me that that happened. It sickens me that these things are real. My focus is on little Timmy and little Susie, being okay and safe from these maps and other freaks out there who wish to do them harm. But these wokies are so obsessed with cartoons, they don't give 2 shits about real children. They don't care about what happens. Why? Because it's like what I said before. They want the attention on us who enjoys loadies and shoulders. Meanwhile, they get to be in their mommy and daddy's basement making cuties too for the dark web.
Okay. Freaking breaking out the sign for that one.
Why bother? You know it's probably already happening right now. Because think about these idiots are trying to first of all get the map freaks, the cheese pizza lovers, into the LGBT community. As a bisexual man, I will tell you this right here and right now: you are not, nor will ever in a million years, be accepted in the LGBT community. So turn your ass around, walk that way and jump into traffic and do us all a favor and yeet yourself out of existence, you disgusting map. You just
Also,
look
need
Yeah,
to
like
say
exactly.
thank you for
Also,
saying that. People who hate anime generally need to touch some grass.
again, they're
exactly.
too fat to move.
Also, guys, I actually need to read what Maggie Negan said here. She says, sadly, cartoons is being damaged and ruining the future of children. They definitely ruining it.
Oh no,
Yep.
hold on. I will stop you right there. Okay, well, yes, Teen Titans Go is an absolute cringe fest with 7 seasons of stupidity, but there is some good cartoons. Amphibia and The Owl House. The good shows. Yes, it got diversity. You got a bisexual Hispanic girl for The Owl House, and you have a Taiwanese girl for Amphibia, but they don't rub it in your face. It's a good story, good characters. There's humor. There's all sorts of amazing things that are worthy of praise for both of these shows. These shows are above and better than the Teen Titans Go and whatever woke shit that the SJWs shit out. So there's still some hope, a glimmer of hope that cartoons will still be good.
Yeah, in fact, I agree with Nathan Stein here. No, let the old cartoons rest in peace. Don't let them ruin
And if
Eddie and Nettie.
anybody touches Exo Squad, Hans, get the Flammenwerfer.
Oh,
That
definitely.
was-
Basically, if you even actually think about touching not just my biker mice from Mars, but Mad Matt's as well, that's actually going to be freaking, grounds for execution.
Hey, Mr. Anime,
So what's up?
you know that sign you're always holding up?
Don't have faith?
Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
In fact,
You just
that's why
remind yourself. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just simply saying, okay? Basically,
Awesome.
in fact, Nathan Stein actually says, "Get the flamer, the big flamer." Ooh.
That's why I say in German, get the Flammenwerfer. The Gustav.
Du hast no. But one thing I also want to throw out there too, kind of jumping back to the whole CP bullshit. Well, like I said, what's funny is they complain about lolicons and shit like that, but yet they don't complain about something like, say, creepypasta, where the children get brutally killed with hyper realistic blood and gore, as well as hearing the screams of children in the background. They never complain about the child abuse or whatever, but if Kana from Dragon Maid is drawn licking a popsicle very suggestively, oh my god, this is disturbing. This is, problematic. These people don't give two shits about any, real children or children in general. They just want an excuse to cry and be mad.
Okay, Maggie Negan actually says, "What do you guys think of the redhead diva in depth?"
The what?
Huh?
Amber Heard.
Wait. Okay.
And also, hi, Maggie.
All right. Let me look.
Probably might be referring to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, but I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
not
yeah,
really much into
okay,
that stuff
yeah.
because I don't really care for it. I mean, as much as I actually don't think that freaking, oh,
All
I
I know
I
is
misunderstood the question, but my problem is that I don't think he can win a defamation case. I don't think that you can win a defamation case if you're a celebrity. you can barely win them if you're not a celebrity. I think the problem is that if he had sued her for domestic violence, he might win. But suing her for defamation, I don't know that he can win. I don't know that any judge will sign off on him winning. I just honestly,
because we live in clown world. That's why.
yeah. See, that's the problem. They make the definition of defamation too impossible to prove.
Yeah, and congratulations to both Maggie Negan and King Kendra for actually tying the knot, and hopefully you guys actually will find a happier future. Because we just actually want you guys to be happy, and we just actually hope that you guys have a successful marriage.
Yeah, you guys be good to each other. You hear?
And thanks for being good sports about me talking about how sickeningly sweet you are together. Because oh my God, y'all are like molasses rolling down, like wet dum dums rolling down molasses in Twitter right now. Like, oh my God.
Man, how redneck are you?
Motherfucker.
You didn't even answer the question.
Dude, I live in Oklahoma and go by Bubba. What do you think?
You know what? Where's your banjo? You got a banjo, don't you?
I don't have a banjo, but my grandfather, God rest his soul, did play the banjo.
Ah, okay. Well, you know what? That still counts.
Dude, I would so want to hear a banjo solo, man.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah, but he liked the dobro better.
No. The dual banjos.
Oh God,
that's just kick ass.
Of course, according to Anime Asia Productions, he says they don't have banjos in Oklahoma.
Nani?
Okay. I can name at least 3 bluegrass festivals in the past 5 years alone that would disagree with you.
More nannies.
Yeah, in fact, I just can't stop listening. I just can't stop watching freaking The Devil Went to Jamaica. That freaking
Holy fuck.
Super hilarious. Yeah, and I just actually hope that you and your significant other actually have a good time, and guys actually manage to actually have a happy and successful marriage.
And also, like in all seriousness, okay, I'm not gonna be Dr. Field up in here, but in all seriousness, remember when it comes to marriage, just like relationships in general, communication is the most vital thing you have to have. Communicate, talk about it, etc.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still actually holding out for hopefully getting up to 500 subscribers so I can actually do that Gumpo build I promised. I'm still chopping at the bits for that.
And also, Anime AJ, I was calling Geek Hero a redneck, not hillbilly.
Actually, my kinfolk.
Did you just actually me?
Yeah, no, my kinfolk come from the hills of Tennessee, man. I got hillbilly in me.
The banjo music intensifies.
Oh yeah.
His true form is a gun wearing a
Motherfucker, I grew up on the edge of the back country in the hood where nobody can hear you scream and you smell the meth cooking every morning.
Wow.
Oh
Dude,
God.
Yeah,
Western North Carolina.
I was one of those teenagers that would say homie and you reckon in the same sentence. Yeah. Yeah. There are things that I don't regret nearly as much as I should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I prefer actual rednecks and hillbillies than the hipster variety.
Yeah, exactly. But and it's like my ancestors actually came from Ireland, Scotland, and all of those other places, France. So
You came from
yeah,
La French, the place of la cheese.
La France. Yeah.
dude,
All right.
I'm a fucking Highlander.
There can only be
Dude,
one.
you know that's where the rednecks and hillbillies came from, right?
No, no, no.
Yes.
You
All that
shut up.
Scottish,
No,
all
we're
that
talking
Scottish and Irish
shop,
blood.
dude.
Shut up right now. You shut
I'm
up
just
right
saying.
now and stop spreading your lies. Shut up. My people will never be a redneck.
Dude,
Yeah, codeine hell.
your people and my people are the same people, filtered through different hills.
You know what? I challenge
Well,
you to a drinking contest.
Oh, dude, you do not want to challenge me to a drinking contest.
Oh, no, fam. You do not want to challenge me to a drinking contest.
Drink off.
Listen. Okay, there was this one time my bro was holding a house party, and we decided to get shit faced because why not? And mind you, this was like 2 years ago. So we got some Kraken rum, and I think we had like some kind of soda or something. Like maybe it was no, I think we drank straight rum, and then we drank like Bush beer or something. I don't remember the beer, but I do remember we had the Kraken rum, and I had about, I shit you not, 25 plus cups of both the beer and some of the rum, and I didn't get shit faced until maybe the 30th.
Well, I can tell you, I have a very high tolerance. It is, it is great. But my problem is that the more I drink, I just get sleepy. I don't throw up. I don't get sick. I don't, Now I do start saying things. I do start saying things that normally I would not tell people.
Oh
Like,
no.
if somebody, somebody's wearing something that really makes them look like okay, I'm I don't want to get you booted off of YouTube. The point is, the point is that I I have a tendency to be mean when not physically mean, not aggressive, but say things that hurt people's feelings when I drink. And
When
so yeah, no, if we could do a drunk stream, we could sit there. Hell, it's now I'll tell you, I do love Calico Jack rum, that white rum. Calico Jack black cherry white rum is absolutely perfect.
yeah, and also I gotta say, where my stuff actually got taken down. Yeah, you might want to actually freaking have a defense if you're actually gonna get my dad drunk, my biological dad, because he'll actually spitfire dirty jokes like a machine gun.
Man, when I'm drunk, what everyone has said is I just kind of get, your typical, I guess you could say, cartoonishly drunk, where it's like, whoa, dude, I'm so wasted.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't puke. I mean, granted, well, let's just say I had to clean the sheets and regret my life choices in the morning.
Oh, okay, we'll circle back to that, but just real quick, Nathan Stein, man, the Welsh haven't been mentioned since Bonanza was on television.
Ooh. Yeah, and also, That's actually pretty much, something interesting, but ugh. There's a difference between saying something that someone chooses to dislike or choose to feel hurt by. Geek Hero, and that's outright malevolence. So, just throwing that out there for you there, Geek Hero.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, of course, all these
Okay,
people
so
ever do. Good.
yeah, there was a guy that I was talking to. Now he's one of those one-uppers, the type that every time you tell them anything, they magically got whatever it is,
Oh
times
God, I
30.
hate those guys
Yeah.
so
Oh
much.
yeah, he's one of those. I mean, and if I started now, I would still be going till Christmas if I told you all the bullshit that I've heard him spout in single. Anyway,
Oh,
so anyway, my tooth was hurting real bad, and I'd been to the dentist, and I had some pain medicine, and I had taken a half of one because I still had to do things that day. But we're in the front room talking, and he's asking me why I'm holding ice on my face, and I'm like, well, I've got I've got a broken tooth back here, and he's like, well, you should stop running into them doors. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, that's when I was married to my ex-wife. That's how I broke this tooth. She opened the door and I ran into it, and I started laughing. I said, oh yeah, you ran into the door. And he starts trying to explain himself, and of course I'm just like, dude, I was making a domestic violence joke. And he goes, I know, but then he starts talking again. I said, dude, I don't care. If I were married to you, I'd beat the shit out of you. So I've got to be careful. I got to be careful who I get intoxicated around, because I just say shit like things that I know better than to say usually. And yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah, in fact, that's why I actually prefer being a caffeine addict, because I'm a third generation not drinking Irishman, and I don't really like the taste of alcohol.
I mean, I don't like the taste of
Are you
beer
sick?
itself. It tastes like piss.
Now I'm not a beer drinker myself. I do like rum, and before y'all make pirate jokes,
Armity.
yeah. Well, that's literally my picture right here on my anyway. Speaking of which, the Renaissance Fair is next weekend. Starts back up. I am so freaking excited. But anyway, yeah, no, I do. I like rum and vodka, and I'll tell you, say what you will about Russia. Vodka and Tetris are both kick ass, and I'm not giving them up no matter how much we're supposed to hate Russia.
And hold on, I just realized something. What happened to Pirate Canvas? I haven't seen him in eons.
Apparently,
I've seen
I just actually heard from PC that one of his friends just passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, that always sucks when a homie passes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, whenever someone passes away, that's why we should never forget them. Always actually focus on the good times.
Yeah,
I mean,
my best friend died last year.
oh,
Yeah, me and him been friends since I was 16 years old.
I mean, I've actually lost people, along the way, including my great uncle who was openly gay, and I still love him, and he actually died of a heart attack. Right after he actually walked in the Walmart that he actually worked at on his day off, and he died right before he even hit the ground.
damn.
The sad thing was he was actually 47 years old too.
Mm.
I mean,
Oh,
heck,
by the
I would actually, even though I do have Irish in my blood, why the hell did I think Lucky Charms to be offensive? I mean, only an
Well,
idiot would actually say.
it's like
Only
those
an idiot
people
would say
that
freaking Lucky Charms is Irish. I mean, freaking.
well,
Go ahead, Bubba.
oh yeah, there was this jackass on Twitter saying something about if you're Irish and it's St. Patrick's Day, you can wear green. If you're not Irish, don't wear green. And I'm like, motherfucker. First off, that's the day where everybody's Irish. It don't matter. Yeah. Secondly, if they fucking knew anything to begin with, in Ireland, the Protestants wear orange on St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, that's completely beside the point. We're not talking about the history of the holiday before America. We're talking about the American version. Yeah, we're talking about the American version of St. Patrick's Day, man, when beer is actually supposed to be green, not the weird green it turns when you leave it too long. Anyway, the point is the point is that these people, like, I don't understand why they want to mess with somebody's good time. Why the fuck can't we all just party? I'll tell you, I've seen people that literally hate each other, laughing, playing, and cutting up during a party.
Exactly. And also, I do have a Puerto Rican friend who also celebrates St. Patty's Day, and he actually likes the Shamrock Shakes that actually come out from McDonald's.
I'm never eating at McDonald's. It's the most disgusting place on the face of the planet. But one thing I do want to say, these people, first of all, they're woke, they're stupid by
Anime
default.
AJ Productions. It's not. That wasn't Soylent Meal. That's just food coloring they put in the beer. Dude.
But though, one thing to also note is these people would have an issue with Mardi Gras and any other holiday. Yeah, it's like, here's the thing: people enjoy others enjoying their culture. These idiots, first and foremost, they want to talk about cultural appropriating when yet they themselves are the cultural imperialists and demand Latinos and Filipinos to put an X at the end of their word.
No.
And also, Japan needs to change their ways to suit their little pussy ass sensitivities. But yet, me, you, Geek Hero, and everyone else, we're not allowed to make tacos. We're not allowed to make sushi or anything because that would be a bad thing. And yet, here they are.
Because cultural appropriation is such an evil in the world that it must be abolished.
What's funny is these people.
For cultural appropriation, most of us wouldn't even be anime fans to begin with.
Not just that, but though these people who they're trying to protect are even saying, "Hey, thanks for enjoying my kimono. Thanks for wearing, this. Thanks for liking, this day in Mexico or whatever." It's not a huge deal to these people, but to the wokies, it has to be an issue because, well, they have nothing better to do. These people are absolutely privileged.
Yo, just watching.
It's a bunch of white Karens getting pissed off. The problem is what they've done is they've gone into the university system and basically taught this on our kids and stuff. Now they're doing it in K-12.
Then those students became teachers in the regular public schools.
On to the stream here. We were talking about freaking Ukraine actually, going on a tangent against freaking Japan. And, they also issued an apology. And mind you, these people, they just actually love to freaking throw around that if you actually have somebody the Ukrainian government actually freaking going ahead and saying stuff like, "Oh my God, we need to actually freaking wipe off both Ukraine and from the face of the planet." I mean, seriously, do these people even actually have a freaking brain?
No,
I doubt it.
No.
It's pickled in soy milk.
Who wants to wipe Japan off the map? Who said that?
The freaking wokies.
But
Oh,
of course.
Wait,
and
what?
they say the same thing about Ukraine too?
Wait, what's happening right now?
No,
Okay,
I'm trying to ask what's going on with.
Okay, let me just actually clarify something. Apparently, the Ukrainian government actually went and made something, some kind of hot take of a tweet on the Japanese government, and apparently, it turns out that the Japanese government, however, actually told Ukraine to apologize, in which they did. They actually owned up to their mistakes. They apologized.
It was probably an empty apology, I bet you.
Yeah, basically, all the freaking wokies are just like, slamming down on both freaking Japan and goddamn you.
That's kind of insane. But I know for a fact, like China and North Korea definitely wants to like just vaporize Japan.
Well,
Yeah,
anime
because-
AJ.
The funny
I
thing
think
is
I've
that
seen the video.
the funny thing is that the wokies are ideologically aligned with China.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, but
basically,
China don't
yeah.
like them though.
They don't like Japan since Japan refuses to bend to their will.
And that's good. No, stay base Japan. Don't fucking bend a knee to a morbidly obese, knuckle-dragging,
You know,
mentally challenged loser on
I heard from
Twitter.
someone. Guess how this got into the universities? Confucius Institutes. The whole wokeness is actually a Chinese op.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, on a side note though, Dio, you had mentioned Mardi Gras earlier. So
Yes.
one little side story. I'm a fat guy, and so
Yes, you are.
I had some fun one day. It was Fat Tuesday right after, or like it was a year after I got out of high school, and I'm out with some friends. We're in Tulsa. They were doing a local Mardi Gras parade, and it was freaking hilarious. You have not seen the oh shit in a man's eyes until he realizes that he just threw beads at a fat man's booty.
Oh no!
I raised my shirt and got like 5 of them bad boys, and then when I put my shirt down and they see the full beard and everything, I have never seen so many people so angry.
Just think about this though. Think about third wave feminists going to Mardi Gras doing it. Like, oh shit, I gave it to a bunch of wildebeest.
Wildebeests.
God damn it!
It's time to get the Monster Hunter equipment out. Just Monster Hunter Rise and stuff.
But like I said, guys, these people really just want to freaking wear a mask and actually pretend that they actually stand for Ukraine, when both the Russian government and the Ukrainian government are actually just so freaking corrupt in in so many ways.
Oh yeah, I mean, I may be opposed to Russia because they're the aggressor, but don't get me wrong. I do believe that there's corruption on both sides there.
Exactly. But here's the thing: the people, the citizens, like the innocent bystanders, they're pretty much getting the short end of the stick here.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, but that's with any corruption of any government.
And quite frankly, I just can't stand this freaking bullcrap that's going on these days. I mean, this is why I'm actually happy to be supportive of Death Watch here.
I mean, you got to support the current narrative, okay? You got to stand with Ukraine. No questions asked. Stand with Ukraine. You back Ukraine. Keep sending millions of dollars to Ukraine,
but not with no questions asked. That's the thing. Is I do ask questions about
if you don't, then you're a white supremacist. Okay.
Yeah. Well, even though question Ukraine. That's
even though there are actually like ex neo-Nazis in Ukraine, but hey, don't ask questions. Just
I think that there is a problem with the Azov battalion. Actually, I do think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. You can be, you can fight alongside people just because they happen to align with the same thing you are that day does not mean you like these people. Doesn't mean you agree with these people. Doesn't mean that if you had, during World War II, General Patton told, he had said several times that he didn't trust Russia. And that if he had his way right after World War II, he'd have went ahead and marched through Russia right after we were done using them to win the war.
Yeah.
If only we could do that before Russia got nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
If there are so many damn things that
honestly, but right now, if it wasn't for Russia's aggression in Ukraine, I think the biggest threat would actually be China. But
I mean, there still are right now. China's actually backing up Russia right now.
Russia doesn't actually. I'm starting to think Russia doesn't really have a military. I think they have a bunch of guys that they put in military uniforms, and I mean, I don't know. It's looking like a bad episode of Red Green out there. I don't know what the hell the Russian military is doing right now, but I don't think it's fighting a war.
They're relying on the fact that they have nuclear weapons, basically.
But it was funny.
Yeah, that's what it seems
That's
like.
the only real thing they have.
No. What happened is Pukin was like, "Hey, I will pay you guys to, put on these uniforms and go do war stuff." And the guys were just treating it like, how you treat a job you don't like, fine, I'll go do war stuff, God. Then at 3 o'clock, they just clock out. That's why they leave their tanks, where people can just get it.
Yeah, damn.
Also, another thing I actually want to bring up from a recent video that I've done about the UN trying to go after freaking anime again because of freaking these feminists in the UN. The women of UN actually going after freaking a Japanese newspaper publishing company for actually publishing a promo for Tawawa on Monday, thinking that it's actually sexualized per se.
This shit is perfect.
They need to stop focusing on loadies in Japan and shit and focus on themselves, because there's a lot of cheese pizza parties happening in the UN.
And it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I gotta bounce, guys.
All right.
Not much for me. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, folks, seasonal allergies are a bitch.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Yeah, peace. But no, it's just these SJWs. First and foremost, one thing you need to realize about these losers is not only are they cultural imperialists, they don't have any sides but their own, and their own side is nothing but a bunch of mentally challenged people who are pretending there's 100 dozen genders and they can just change whatever gender on a whim. And if you don't agree with them, they can and will cancel you. But that is why I am hoping Elon Musk buys Twitter to, piss these people off and to scare them away.
Yeah, that might be a little easier said than done, but heck, if these people are actually just willing to actually freaking, let's say that Elon Musk actually does buy Twitter, and these freaking losers still actually sit there and just read about it and not do anything. So that's just actually freaking. That just goes to show freaking how crazy these people are.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to release a video about that, but my opinion is about that. But pretty much my opinion over it is that, yeah, I'm in favor of Elon Musk buying Twitter, but I don't think that, the Silicon Valley people who are in charge of it are just going to let it go, slip from their hands. They're going to
fight him.
Yeah.
If they do fight him, they're going to end up tanking their stock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here's what I think. I think what Elon should do is continue to buy the dip until he's got 14.9%. Like if it dips below a certain amount, and then once he has 14.9%, wait until the poison pill expires, and then start just going ham.
Well, the other thing to also note,
trying to get at least 51%.
Yeah, and the one thing to note here is the fact that these I've seen posts about how these assholes are, crying about, it took us years to get Twitter the way we like it, and if he comes, he's going to ruin everything. Yeah, he's going to bring actual freedom to Twitter, and you're going to have to deal with it. There's going to be no more wokies getting the damn way and shit anymore. Because how many times has a wokie gotten away with something versus how many times someone who just said there's only 2 genders gotten away with it?
Yeah, exactly. And also, I hope to God that if, Elon Musk does buy Twitter and, it does actually, become successful, all I got to say is this. I hope to God that he's actually very open to actually having more anime stuff posted on Twitter. Because I'm just sick and tired of all these like anime artists actually being freaking bullied off of Twitter, all because of their art styles.
Okay.
Yeah, all
that
Well,
because
that's because
that-
of the
that dude-
Tumblr
yeah.
people who, that's
Elon
what
Musk-
Tumblr used to do.
Yeah, Elon Musk has slept with Amber Heard after Johnny Depp was done with her. There ain't nothing we can put on there like full hentai tentacle pussy, and I guarantee you he won't flinch. He has seen hell. You cannot break him.
yeah. But
Yeah,
no, it's just we need to make sure that all space is what I don't want to say safe because it's, SJWs have kind of tainted that terminology. But we need to make sure that what is ours stays ours and not bend a knee to these mentally challenged, obese, neck-bearded virgins.
The only problem is though, would Elon Musk cave from attacks from the right? Because remember, the right wing kind of wants to stamp out degeneracy too.
Well, but he's not really right wing. He's actually regular, like he's normal liberal.
So
and
he's
he
basically
did-
he's basically like me, a classical liberal. I just happen to be more towards gun right. Like I tend to lean right, like very far right on gun rights specifically.
You know what's funny about that when you said classical? It reminded me of this picture that I seen on Twitter this morning. And it was this gay-ass furry, rainbow-colored furry, and
What other kind is that?
about to approach a dog, and the dog's kind of leaning away from it. And the meme is for the furry, the LGBTQ plus community, while the dog who's kind of leaning away from the furry is me as a homosexual.
so much.
And what was funny is the fact that this right here is me as well as several other LGBT members who are kind of, we don't like what the new LGBT is. I am what I would like to call the LGBT classic because even though I'm a part of this community, I am not this whole my sexuality is my personality. And I know for a fact I can speak for Dee Dee on this. She is not her sexuality. She has a amazing personality. And several other LGBT members, no, you know who exactly I'm talking about. But these individuals, we are human beings first and foremost. These people, the new LGBT community, they're batshit insane where their whole personality is their sexuality. They will let you know first and foremost that they are gay before they tell you their name. Hell, I see
It's
this.
like that weirdo.
Go on.
Oh, it's like that weirdo girl on TikTok that does dog stuff. She acts like a dog on and I'm telling you, I got a whole hornet's nest of them stirred up a few weeks back or a couple months ago. I put, can we call them a bitch if that's literally their pronoun?
One thing I want to point out though is you see the difference between me, DD, and insert any other sane LGBT member versus the wokies. The wokies, they will let you know with their pronouns, their hair, their the first time you meet them, they'll say, "Hey, I'm gay as fuck," and they got the rainbow shirt and all this shit. And yet, when it comes to me and everyone else, you got to actually kind of get to know who I am before you kind of be like, "Oh, wait, you said you wouldn't mind smashing this woman, and now you say you would like to fuck a femboy. Okay, clearly you're bisexual."
Hey, AJ, Zio, it does not really matter where Obama was born. His mother, his biological mother, was a born U.S. citizen. No matter where he's at in the world when he was born, that still automatically makes him a U.S. citizen. It gives him dual citizenship with wherever else he was, but it really didn't matter. All that stuff was, where he was born. Just that, like I said, it's a moot point. He is American regardless.
I'm actually considered an apolitical libertarian because basically, I actually don't like politics, and I really don't care about like politics these days because everybody's dying down their throats, and freaking, this is actually just friggin' just crazy.
Basically, a cultural libertarian. People should be able to draw what they want without the government breathing down their neck, like
Mhm.
Australia or the UK.
Oh yeah, what the hell? What the hell is the UN like? You just did the video about it, Roman. What's the UN doing with the anime right now?
Well, apparently,
yeah.
I'm going to tell this to both to all you guys, including Deathwatch. You can actually vouch for me on this. The video I was doing was basically there's actually this whole freaking like women of UN type movement asking
More like ramen.
freaking asking
It's
like
basically Sarkeesianism on a global scale.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, yeah, that goes back
let
to
me finish, let me finish. Okay, so apparently some UN women actually got offended by a Japanese promo for a manga called Tawawa on Monday. And it turns out that they wanted to actually have it removed. But it turns out that one of the Japanese Diet members actually went ahead and bought, mind you, he bought with his money a couple of volumes of the freaking manga just to actually get, like, you know, the freaking UN the middle finger. But also, it turns out that they didn't actually just do that, but the UN also tried, you know, freaking banning, like, anime because of, like, you know, the CSEM issues that they had. But luckily, the US, Japan, and Austria all decided to actually rebel against it.
Yeah, because there's no need to. Instead of focusing on some other country you in, maybe you should focus on the cheese pizza ring you have going on in your nation instead, and mind your own damn business.
Well,
Humble thyself.
You mean the UN? You mean within their organization? They're an international organization.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have with globalism. It's basically the U.S. trying to impose their, you know, like a bunch of Western standards of very authoritarian compared to most of the world traditionally, and it's just trying to impose that worldwide via the UN basically and feminism.
Well, everybody's got their, like, every country, every culture within every country has their they have their quirks that
See, I think what it is that
that other countries won't understand. Yeah. But yeah.
And I think it's that the U.S. like they realize that because of the internet specifically that they've lost control. Like they've lost control of what from other countries that Americans can get their hands on, and they're trying to reestablish that control by getting rid of it in other countries, like trying to get rid of things in Japan and trying to get rid of things in other places in the world, trying to basically control the entire world by having them adopt our moral standards when it comes to fiction.
Yeah, in fact, you know, this actually brings up another good point, and I think that Zio can actually freaking...
It's neo-Victorianism gone global.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got to go. I want to get ready for my stream. So before I go, it was fun. It was great. Wokies, you cannot create anything. You suck. You're pathetic. Lose that weight for the love of God. And stop eating damn Doritos out of your fucking man boob, you sick animal. Holy shit. And also, remember, femboys are better than regular boys. Peace!
Nice. But anyway, like I said, it's actually just all freaking just craziness that's been going on as of late.
Yeah, and the funny thing, and again, as I've said, it's, and the funny thing is that we didn't have this problem with people trying to control fiction until universities came up with this idea that fiction somehow programs people's moral compasses. You know, like the people are shaped by the fiction they watch, so we have to control what fiction people watch in order to, you know, make sure that their moral compasses align with ours and all that kind of stuff. That kind of idea is the reason why China is so controlling of fiction. And this is another sign. And again, someone told me that it was a Confucius Institute thing that got that's how they got in. They got in through the Confucius Institutes. So it's kind of sad that as we got rid of the USSR's influence, now we got all of a sudden got Chinese influence in our universities.
But we didn't really get rid of the USSR's influence. We freaking adopted it.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, because you go back in time.
I think China had a hand in that. As they
Yeah,
said,
well,
they
this
did.
is the Chinese op.
Yeah, because you had a whole bunch of
guys.
pro-Soviet.
Let Deathwatch finish. Good, Deathwatch.
Oh no, I would say you got a lot of because I know what you're talking about. As far as I think it was like a classified CIA document or something like that that said that pretty much there's a whole bunch of people during the Cold War who sympathized with a lot with socialist beliefs and things like that. And so you had people who did in fact kind of like adopt it and started implementing it in universities with Yuri Bezmenov. You ever heard of that guy? He talked heavily about the type of like subversion and how a lot of people kind of like adopted you call it like KGB tactics to subvert different cultures and nations and things like that.
And then but I think that it really got off the ground once the Confucius Institutes, I think, started giving them funding and stuff. So now I think that why they really took off was a Chinese op.
Yeah.
I think China has a lot to do with why they have so much power now in the universities. And if we ever want to take back control of our country as Americans, we're gonna have to do something about the universities, and sooner rather than later. Because eventually the older people, true Americans, are gonna die off, and then these young people, brainwashed, are gonna start, getting to the age where they're gonna get into politics and stuff. So we have to do it now, so that only a couple generations, and then we have to basically have as many people in the good generation stay alive to keep these communists from taking over until the generation that isn't brainwashed, after the education system is retaken, to replace the communists.
Yeah,
and we need people who can live till their 80s and 90s.
Yeah, well, I would say it's not also just universities. It also has to do a lot with free trade, and because we had, I say, like during like the Reagan era,
free trade is why free trade is what's discouraging us from doing anything about it. That's why we don't embargo. We should actually be treating China like we treat Cuba.
Yeah, well, we should. Exactly what's happening right now with Russia. We should be doing that to China as well, because that's kind of what. When Trump was running in 2016, that was kind of like his plan to stop, hey, we need to have our own manufacturing here in America, because like when the pandemic happened, you started seeing a lot of the things and the services that we got from China starting to have like a stranglehold, because hey, we had to get all of our stuff manufactured from China, and there was a whole bunch of bottlenecks in the supply chains.
And not only that, but the fact that people take business trips to China and stuff is a lot of how it spread, how the pandemic spread.
Exactly.
Well, and forgetting the pandemic and everything for a second, if you'll go back to Ronald Reagan, his presidency, for 6 years, that dude was a motherfucking awesome monster of a president. The dude was a fucking boss. And then he takes that trip to China right before his 7th year in office. And when he came back, that's when all of his, everything, he started leaning more and more liberal. And then whatever they told him or showed him over there completely rattled the conservative out of him. And ever since then, it does not matter whether it was Bush Sr., whether it was Clinton, whether it was Bush Jr. or Obama, until Trump got into office, say what you will about him. And I'm not saying he's like some sort of savior. What I'm saying is that they all, no matter what they campaigned on, no matter what their policies were on the outward, if you follow their actions, all of them were the same fucking president. Like, it was like having the same guy in the office. And so then Trump gets in there and he starts moving away from their agenda, and then they get him knocked out and then put another puppet back in there. In less than 2 months, they're back on track.
Yeah, and look where it's getting us. Look at the record high inflation. The climate. Honestly, there's actually rumors that the climate agenda was funded by Russia, for the because Russia can just drill oil and everyone else refuses to drill because of climate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and also
but going
another thing. As much as I like to talk about politics and stuff like that, like on certain occasions, but of course I'm willing to let this slide. But I don't want to go deeper any deeper into that little black hole there. So
yeah,
this is why I actually prefer, just talking about like anime, manga, indie comics, like
Yeah,
and
good luck
video
because
games.
politics is starting to seep into that now. It has been since 2012 when Sarkeesian started to open her big fat flap.
Oh God, don't even get
yeah.
me started on
Oh
Nina
yeah,
Sarkeesian.
and even
Basically,
going back to that whole UN discussion. I remember when I think
That's
it was
because
both.
that was Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian is probably the reason that happened.
Yeah, they went to the, I don't know what's the UN or the EU. It was one of those summits that they were hosting.
They went to the UN, and I
UN.
think, and it
Yeah.
was right after they went to the UN that we started to see the reason why Twitter started censoring. I think it was a UN op. I think the UN basically pushed that onto them.
Yeah,
And
because that's exactly how the
what we need
culture
is a
war started.
platform in the US. What we need is if Elon buys Twitter, what he needs to do is he needs to reverse everything. Every policy enacted during and after December of 2015 needs to be reversed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Get rid of
totally.
all this newfangled shit that was put in after 2015. Revert the policy back to what it was back then.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I said, as these people, look, I actually prefer talking about anime and stuff like that. And like I said, if I can actually get up to 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I plan on actually building a Gunpla as a thank you.
All right.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
I've always actually wanted to get into Gunpla. And also, I really got to say, I really hope that if Ron DeSantis runs for president in 2024, I'll probably vote for the guy. Because you actually gotta admit that, what he was actually doing with Disney, taking away their freaking self-governance, just
You know what would really hurt Disney? Why don't we reduce copyright from life plus 75 years to life plus 25 years? That would really make a dent in their income.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
Yeah, I think that. Yeah,
Just knock
I'll
50
definitely
years
support
off of individual copyright.
Well, I gotta go, guys, because I gotta head on to work. But I enjoy talking to you guys. Are you guys having a stream tomorrow? You guys do like Monday, Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday
So
and Tuesday. So
I'll try to
just keep an eye out in the council.
Yeah, I'll try to make it to tomorrow's stream if I'm not too busy. But yeah, nice talking to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, anyway, let's say we call it good right here because
Yeah.
ain't much more to talk about. So
Yeah.
anyway, so you got anything you want to say before I actually close the stream?
Yeah, I basically no country's perfect. I know people should stand with Ukraine because Russia are the aggressors. That's pretty much the only reason. And but also realize that Ukraine ain't perfect either. That there are problems there too. Hunter. And yeah. And that the UN and international organizations need to stop trying to regulate fiction, because in Japan that ain't gonna go over well.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Bubba, got anything you want to say?
Thanks for having me on. Thanks everybody for listening to me ramble a few times. I just got off work right before we started, so I'm probably gonna try to give me a little bit of sleep. But all of you have an excellent day. I'll see you tomorrow if I'm awake, and just keep fighting. Do not stop.
Amen to that, dude.
And if you want your entertainment, go out and find it. There is something out there for you somewhere.
Exactly. Basically, all I gotta say is thank you guys for actually being here with me today and dealing with my craziness. Japan, keep staying based as ever, as always. And of course, just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus and fan service. Enjoy your fandoms. Anime is freedom. And until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, and big titty waifu fucking speed.